Mudung and the Curious Coconut. Deep in the lush rainforests of Thailand, Mudung, the playful baby pygmy hippo, loved discovering new things. Every day was an adventure for her, and today was no different. As the sun filtered through the towering trees, casting golden patches of light on the forest floor, Mudung waddled along her favorite riverbank. The sound of chirping birds and rustling leaves filled the air as she sniffed the ground, searching for anything unusual. Suddenly, something round and hard rolled down a hill and bumped against her foot. Startled, Mudung jumped back, her little ears twitching. She stared at the mysterious object. It was brown and hairy, with a smooth, round shape. Mudung sniffed it cautiously. It smelled sweet and earthy. "What are you?" she asked aloud, nudging it gently with her nose. The strange object wobbled slightly but stayed intact. Intrigued, Mudung decided to investigate further. As she rolled it with her snout, a cheeky voice called out from above. "You've never seen a coconut before?" A macaque swung down from a nearby tree, hanging upside down by his tail. He grinned mischievously at Mudung. "A coconut?" Mudung repeated. "What's inside it?" The macaque chuckled. "Oh, something delicious. But good luck opening it. It's tricky. You'll need to be clever or strong." With that, he swung away, disappearing into the treetops. Mudung tilted her head, determined to uncover the coconut's secret. She rolled it toward the river, thinking the water might help. As soon as the coconut touched the water, it floated. Excited by this discovery, Mudung pushed it further downstream, watching it bob along the current. But her excitement was short-lived. The coconut bumped into a rock and stopped moving. Frustrated, Mudung paddled over and retrieved it. As she dragged the coconut back to the shore, a monitor lizard slithered by, his scales glinting in the sunlight. "What are you doing, little hippo?" he hissed, his tongue flicking curiously. "I'm trying to open this coconut," Mudung explained, panting slightly from the effort. "Do you know how?" The lizard considered her question. Perhaps try smashing it on a rock." Mudung's eyes lit up. "That's a great idea." She rolled the coconut toward a large flat rock nearby. With a determined grunt, she nudged it hard with her nose, sending it crashing into the rock. But the coconut didn't break. Instead, it bounced off with a soft thud and rolled back toward her feet. Mudung frowned. "It's tougher than I thought," she muttered. Her struggle caught the attention of a family of otters swimming nearby. They popped their heads out of the water, giggling at the sight of Mudung and her uncooperative coconut. "What's all this fuss about?" one of the otters asked, tilting his head. "I'm trying to open this coconut, but it's so stubborn," Mudung replied. The otters whispered among themselves, their whiskers twitching. Finally, the smallest otter piped up. "Why don't we help? We're good at teamwork." Mudung's face brightened. "Really? That would be wonderful." Together, Mudung and the otters rolled the coconut toward the base of a small hill. The otters chattered excitedly as they coordinated their efforts, and with a mighty push, they sent the coconut rolling up to the top. They lined it up carefully, aiming it at a large, jagged rock below. "Ready?" asked the smallest otter. Mudung nodded. "Ready." With one final shove, they sent the coconut hurtling down the hill. It gained speed, bouncing wildly before smashing into the rock with a resounding crack. The coconut split open at last, revealing its creamy white flesh and sweet-smelling water inside. "We did it!" Mudung cheered, her little tail wagging. With excitement, the otters clapped their paws and they all gathered around to admire their prize. Mudung took the first sip of the cool, sweet coconut water, her eyes lighting up with delight. "It's delicious," she exclaimed, sharing the rest with her new friends. They each took turns tasting the coconut water and nibbling on the soft flesh. Laughter and chatter filled the air as they celebrated their success. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Mudung looked around at her companions. "Thank you for helping me," she said. "I couldn't have done it without you." "That's what friends are for," said the smallest otter, grinning. From that day on, whenever Mudung found a coconut, she knew exactly what to do. She also knew that the best discoveries were the ones shared with friends. And as the little Hippo waddled home that evening. She felt her heart swell with gratitude and joy, knowing that every adventure was better with a little help from others.